And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Inside for him, it's Harris and Duren. Hardaway is out there with Cade Cunningham. And it's Thompson in at the 3, the small forward. Podziemski on the wing. Guarded by Hardaway. Green with a screen on Hardaway. Here's Podziemski. Makes it off the glass.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
It's Cunningham with the drive. Podziemski with it, picked up by Thompson. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. It didn't take long for Podziemski to establish himself as an elite charge taker.
The funny thing about the game of basketball is that some things can't be taught. Pods clearly has the it factor when it comes for the timing that it takes to draw charges. He can steal a few possessions for you every single game.
Cunningham against Curry. There's a screen. Here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
And that's something Cunningham takes pride in. Sharp read with that pinpoint pass.
David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Steve Kerr. Dave, what do you have to say?
We talked about how dialed in he is on Cade Cunningham in this matchup. Coach told me the key is not to let him get into a rhythm early on. That might mean you have to throw different defenders at him. Maybe send them double teams too. Everything is on the table tonight. Let's see what they come up with for Cade. Guys?
Thank you, David. And the Pistons with possession here after the Warriors pick up 3.
Oh, just a beautiful textbook bounce pass. You love to see it.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Yeah, if you allow a team to shoot such a high percentage in their own building, you're going to have a big hill to climb.
Pass to Cunningham. Duren with a screen on Curry. 18 feet out, and the Pistons getting another bucket right there.
And I love how Cunningham dictates the pace. You can't speed this guy up. He forces you to play at his speed.
Now, here's Butler. 17 points for him last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
And how about the vision he displayed? Great job getting others involved and piling up the assist.
And Duren slams it in.
One thing I really like about Ausar Thompson, he's a team-first guy, always willing to make the extra pass.
Richard, we know that not many teams have had steady core players like the Warriors have had over the past decade.
Well, there's so much player movement these days, and it's hard to keep any roster intact, let alone a superstar team like Golden State.
Jaden Ivey, he's checked in for Ausar Thompson. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Elbow shot. Duren pulls it in.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Down low, it's stolen by Green. And here we go, it's Butler. Drains the jumper to finish the break.
And the release of Butler's jumper, it's so smooth. He has no problem knocking it down from mid-range.
Cunningham finds Duren. Here's Ivey. Pass to Cunningham. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee. And what strikes me about Cade Cunningham is he's still growing. He's still capable of doing more on the floor. And he has the work ethic and attitude to make those improvements and become a real factor on the floor.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Draymond Green. Kuminga comes in for Moody. Payton, he's checked in for Brandon Podziemski. And it's Buddy Hield in for Curry.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Butler feeling out of it. And slam dunk by Butler.
And everything Butler does, he does with a bang, including those 2 points.
Ivey against Payton.
Warriors foul. Buddy Hield. First personal foul.
And when you take a look at Jalen Duren, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
And he makes the first. Asar Thompson, he's checked in for Detroit. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Cade Cunningham. Second free throw, no good.
I know he's kicking himself for not snatching the lead, but look, he tied things up.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Now here's Butler. They kick out to Hield. And a miss there on the triple.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
No good from Beasley.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Three-pointer. And that's good. Buddy Hield for three.
You got to expect this from a high-volume shooter with range like Hield. He loves to let threes fly from everywhere.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. During the pass to Beasley. For the three. Drains it from beyond the arc.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now Butler. Just 3 on the clock. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Asar Thompson. The Warriors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
The Pistons making a change here. And so Butler nails both of them. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Warriors lead by 2. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from San Francisco. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Hoping to continue that success from the line throughout this one.
And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Jonathan Kuminga out there with Peyton. And it's Jackson Davis in at the center. Shot clock at 6. The shot by Curry, no good. The Pistons trailing. Thompson dishes to Ivy. And we see dunkers get technicals for hanging on the rim, slapping the backboard, or Richard even staring someone down. Should refs let that slide, or is that something they got to pay attention to?
I don't mind the hanging on the rim, the smacking the backboard. I love that aggression. The staring people down, that's something you got to be careful with because that can cause some problems, and we don't want any of those issues on the court.
Peyton kicks to Curry. Curry crashes inside.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
And the rejection by Curry.
Making his presence felt on defense, Curry with the rejection.
Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Steph Curry.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
That's good from Schroeder. Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Podziemski's coming in for Hield, and the Pistons making a change here as well. Holland, he's checked in for Thompson. Schroeder hits them both. Here's Curry. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. Over in the corner, Kuminga. Outside, Payton. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
And also, they're doing something you don't see as much anymore, and that is converting time and time again from the mid-range.
Here's Holland. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Here's Ivy. Here's Beasley. That one, no good. Great D that time from Payton. Majemski on the wing. Ivy defending. No one near Payton as he lets it go. No good on the three. The Pistons have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Beasley with a screen on Kuminga. Schroeder with the ball. Kuminga picks him up. And that one's good. Schroeder. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Now here's Curry. Pass to Majemski. Stewart against Green. Outside Curry. Puts up a deep three. Rebounded by the Pistons. Last time they lost to the Warriors.
And their last time playing this club, foul trouble became a big problem for them. Their starters had to take an early stint on the bench.
Expect to see them being much more careful tonight because of that. Maybe being a little less aggressive.
Now Stewart. After the missed three from Stephen Curry. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. The shot by Ivy, no good. Warriors have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
Such a slept-on attribute of his. Draymond can handle the rock.
Detroit's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And some changes here for the Warriors. Butler, he's checked in for Jonathan Kuminga. Moody comes in for Gary Payton. And Hield subbed in for Stephen Curry. 1:11 left in the first half. Pass to Cunningham. Cuts off the pass. Butler passes to Green. Thompson with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Jimmy Butler.
This rookie, Thompson, is special. A talented guard who does a little bit of everything.
The Pistons shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
The first one falls. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Warriors have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Pass to Moody. Back to Butler. Oh, no, stopping by that time.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And that one, good.
An explosive player. Thompson has serious leaping ability, and that comes in handy around the basket.
Here's Butler after the basket by Detroit. Pass to Majemski. Green against Duran. Just 5 on the clock. Green kicks to Butler. Takes a 3. Wow! Butler from way outside.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Warriors ahead, up 3. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Out in Indiana, it'll be the Pacers against the Thunder. 8:30 Eastern Time for the tip there.
It's wonderful.
And now let's talk Golden State. They're in an even matchup through one half of play.
Even before the game started, you could feel the energy in this arena, man. They fed off that. Big time home court advantage here.
Some of the loudest fans in this league. It's like having a sixth man on the floor. And that concludes halftime. Now time to...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Tipping off the second half, here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. Thompson and Harris are their forwards. Cunningham is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Duren in at the 5 down low. Pistons trail by 3. To the paint. Thompson right side. Harris against Butler. Back to Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
And he may never be an all-star, but Richard, Tobias Harris has a big impact on the game.
And he came into the NBA as a 3-man. But in a lot of ways, he's become the prototype modern power forward. Able to hold his own inside, but also space the floor from 3.
And timeout call by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Let's take a look at Steph Curry's numbers. He's been on a tremendous roll since the All-Star break. And he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season. And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. A 2-point game. Pass to Podziemski. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Curry's shot is off. Pistons have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Tobias Harris, over the course of his career, has played a lot at both forward positions. He says, I'm comfortable playing both of them. I'm not big on the position thing. I'm versatile. Kevin, he's just a basketball player and a very, very good one.
I would agree, David. I know you like him. We like him as well. A very skilled one at that. Thank you very much. Kept alive. Duren the pass to Cunningham. 6 to shoot for the lead. Goes back up, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Nice up fake by Cunningham. He does all the little things that help him generate points. Right here, he just gets himself to the line.
Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham, a talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
And the Warriors making a change here. Payton's checked in. And so Cunningham nails both of them. The Warriors have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Pass to Podziemski. Now Curry. Green with a screen on Cunningham. Here's Curry with the 3. Again, Curry missing.
He just looks off this quarter. It looks like he's forcing it a bit right now, a little bit in his head.
Cunningham, that's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one.
And the strength of Cunningham. Fantastic job there scoring on the defense.
Curry on the wing. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. We always talk about getting good looks. Here's who's doing the best of it in the NBA. Jalen Duren is second.
And just so reliable offensively. It's one thing to find good looks, but you've got to finish when you get them, and he does at a fantastic rate.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Beasley's checked in for Azar Thompson. Jaden Ivey comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Cunningham. Warriors trail by 4. Here's Butler. And the Warriors miss again. Pistons have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Harris inside, defended by Butler. And the basket by Harris. Harris has got the lead up to 6 now for the Pistons.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alteration. And the Warriors with some changes. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Green. And it's Buddy Hield in for Stephen Curry. And a switcher also for Detroit. Stewart's checked in. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Butler. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. When it comes to players who like having fun, great Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
And so Butler nails both of them.
And free throws have never really been an issue for Butler. Makes a living at the line.
Hield against Ivy. Duren with a screen on Hield. Fires from 18. Good, he hits the jump shot. And the Pistons lead by 6.
Too smooth from the mid-range. Defenders can't let Ivy get comfortable from there.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Jonathan Kuminga. He's checked in for Brandon Pajemski. Schroeder dishes to Beasley. Schroeder with a screen on Kuminga. Beasley, the pass to Stewart. And the dunk by Stewart.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
Yes, this is a pivotal moment in this game. Those extra possessions right now, they just mean a little bit more.
Hield outside. And he's good on the 3-ball. Hield's got 6.
You should be looking for Hield. What a great pass.
Pistons leading by 5. Schroeder looking over the floor. Pass to Beasley. Lets the 3 fly. Drills it from outside. Beasley's got his second bucket.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And that one's good by Butler.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? It's Detroit. They finish off the third quarter with a tremendous 17-7 run. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And a moment ago inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
We got to get the first domino to fall, and then it's boom, boom, boom. The extra pass. We're not running plays to get a shot. We're running plays to get the domino to fall. So move.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Looney out there with Kuminga, and it's Payton in at the small forward position. Hield outside, puts up a deep three. They get it back. Out to Payton, pass to Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Puts up a deep three. And the Warriors get it back.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Here's Ivy. And he converts the layup. And now it's a 10-point Piston lead.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Hield outside. Inside. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Looney's got his first basket of the night.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Ivy against Hield. To the middle. Here's Holland. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. On the wing, Payton. Covered by Beasley. Pass to Looney. Golden State moving the ball around. Kuminga misses the three. Pistons leading by 8. Here's Sasser, guarded by Kerr. Back to Ivy. Teardrop shot. And it's Looney with the rebound.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Back to Ivy. Stewart with the screen on Payton to the inside. And the dunk by Stewart.
And smart pick and roll play by Ivy. He saw a chance to open things up for a teammate and took it.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Different look here for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Kevon Looney. Jimmy Butler comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. Moody's checked in for Payton. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Hield. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message Steve Kerr gave to his team. Now he asked for one thing, intensity. He said, I need you to crank it up to 11 out there. That's how we turn it around. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. A three-pointer is right on target. Hardaway has got the lead up to 13 now for Detroit.
Oh, excellent preparation from Hardaway Jr. Primed to attack.
Here's Curry, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Cade Cunningham. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And the other thing we've seen them do well tonight is draw fouls. Time and time again throughout this game, they've won trips to the line and converted.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. 1:27 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Hardaway. Offensive rebound. Here's Durant. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
That's good from Duran. In recent history, GA, we've seen some so-called redshirt rookies really thrive in their first season.
Oh, great call, partner. Blake Griffin, Joel Embiid, Chet Holmgren, the latest, were all forced to sit out their first year, but they got to be around the team, soak up as much knowledge as possible, and you can't really argue with the results.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Pistons.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And so checking out their season record, this game will become their 45th win.
And it looks like they're going to spare themselves the embarrassment of being swept in the season series by winning this last one.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Cade Cunningham.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
Hardaway finds Cunningham. And so the Pistons take the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road